Alright, so this part right here at the beginning where the berm is needs to be just a little bit extra over there. Sorry, Cam, I'm not trying to show you my butt. Get the back shot.
Back shot. Ying, ying, ying.
Not that type of back shot.
Ying, ying, ying. Sure about that?
Yeah, I'm not pretty sure. It's not really good for the B-roll.
We'll cut it out. All right, with the help of Raphael today, we got it done. Now, there's still some things that need to be addressed, like the roll, the log roll. We have that, which is just needing to be cut down a little bit, like another foot, so that the bottom brackets can clear it. But we're not gonna leave it like too tall or too short. Like, we do want a little bit of a challenge. So we're gonna leave a little bit there, just enough to clear it. But if you mess up, that chain ring is gonna hit. So what were you trying to do? Just like, yeah.
Just like happily throw it over my shoulder. The work is done. This is the ruffles chip now. So we do have a little bit of work left, but it's not major work. And I probably will film bits and pieces of it. But for the most part, it's done. I will definitely film when I need to clean it out and like rake the leaves. I'll do like a whole just big clear out in like the fall or something, because I mean, we're not going to ride this all year round, but we're going to ride it for the most part. So like when we can't ride somewhere, if I don't have the money for it, or just can't get out, that's what we'll do, is we'll just ride here. But yeah, let's show you the bottom to the top. All right, so we got the beginning of the trail here. It kind of loops back around and we head back up on the main trail, but we're gonna start from here. There's not much down here. This is more of like just like an enduro section type thing that we got here. What are you doing? Just leave it. That's a jump.
I was pretending to work.
You were pretending to work.
Pretending to work on camera.
So yeah, we got this like enduro section, so this is going to be more for like the training and stuff like that. But for the most part, we want to ride the jumps and the nice turns, but this is nice as well. We had to move a lot of trees to get out of here, but it worked out well. We used to have a nice bee's nest in here, so that's why I didn't build over there. But this is old SpineTrail. So this is our main way back up. And if we go this way, this is the little hip jump we got. We probably could have cleared some of this out, but we want to keep this a little bit on the low. This is like invite only. We have this takeoff right here, which, I mean, if you look at Raphael, it's a good
3 feet. 3 feet or so, 2 feet. And even with this, I mean, it sends you pretty far. So that came out nice. That was like very intended. There was just some dirt there and I carved into it. That was real nice. If you have seen the first video, or no, it's the second video, and that should be out now, that part of the trail that I built and this part were in that. So make sure to go check that out. But we have these two like dual slalom, how do you even say that? Slalom? Yeah. Good luck with that word. English is hard. But we have this dual berm here. So realistically, if we wanted to, we could kind of go just a little bit behind someone and make it so that we both hit that. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so we come up here. We got some natural like jump terrain. So this is kind of like a little bit of a lip that we got here. It's not much, but it is pretty cool when you're flying down here. Raphael has not been Mach speed down here yet, so I got to show him that because that is fun. I also did, I've gone through 3 different strings on the weed whacker. I think I put the wrong string in it. Well, it's definitely got the wrong string in it, but we got most of it done, so I'm happy about that. But this is another jump I built. It's a good shovel length. This is going to be our measuring point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet. About 5 feet. So that's our measuring tool. So why don't you show them here? So we got
5, 6 feet there.
We got about 6.5 feet. It's a pretty good jump. All right, so we're gonna go back down real quick. Why don't you measure this berm for me real quick? 1, so about 2.
2 shovel lengths.
So that's about 13 feet. 12, 13 feet. That's pretty cool. Let's do the this over here. We got these 2 jumps. So this one's actually longer. This one you can go up here and kind of make your way up here. So it kind of hips this way and then you can go that way. So that is about 6 feet.
And we've been landing over here. That's a tide tread right there.
Yeah.
A little bit over.
And then this one I believe was about 4 feet. So yeah. Yeah, about 5 feet. So this one's more like 6, that one's more like 5. But you can go really small if you wanted to, corner to corner. So you could probably get down to 4 feet. Now we're gonna go back up. All right, so we got the roll in right here that goes into the 6-footer. Yeah, 6 foot. And then we also have
Almost hit that from there.
Yeah.
To here.
So that's about 9 feet.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. A little bit more.
And then we also have this right here, which is about 2 feet. It's about a 2-foot jump, or you could just roll into it and use that little kicker as a jump. And then we go over here. We have this little 2-foot jump as well, but it's a little bit of a step up. And then over here we have a nice big rail berm. How big is this one? 1. And if you do another one, it's about the same. That's about 12 feet. And a 12-foot berm. Nice. And then this is the roll in that goes into it. We also have a nice 1, 2, 3, 4 foot little jump. Actually, real quick, can you make a little bit of lippy here? Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But nice. That's a little bit better than what it was. It was more like a bubble. That's good. That'll pack in as we ride it. It's a little cool feature. Now, you may think these are actually pretty small from the videos. that is why I am going through and walking through with you guys to show you how big these jumps actually are. I mean, they're not small, they're not big. They're a nice medium. And it's definitely going to help me with confidence. It's going to help you with confidence too, huh? I mean, you've already done some pretty big jumps. That's a nice 2-foot drop, or maybe a foot. Nothing crazy, but you know, an alternate line from doing the big jump. Or you could roll out and then roll into here. Because we will have people of different skill levels. And then we got this jump here. That's 5 feet so far. That's about 10 feet.
Yeah, we're landing here about.
Yeah. So we actually made a little case pad. So if you look here, it's just a little bit angled. And then down here we got a little bit more. Just to make it a little bit of a case pad for anybody that wants to try it. So let's move on. I don't want to talk too much about it. I want to keep this video moving, have some fun, show you guys around.
Kind of a step down because you don't see the landing as you come up on it. So it's not only a little lip up, but it's also a step down on that back end.
Why aren't you doing YouTube? Your words flow way better than mine. I'm over here just like, Now, if you've looked at the first video we ever made, this is one of the catch berms that we made, or I made, and there's actually a bunch of rocks right in here for some drainage. So as it fills up, it'll actually come out here. So that's pretty nice. And then also in this video, we upgraded this, got a little bit of a roller there. We upgraded this because this turn was very, very crazy. And you, like when you're going fast speeds, like 12 miles an hour, maybe even a little bit faster, you really get into that. And I figured, why not look at this? And what do you know? There's a dead tree here. So I took it out and now we got it right in between. Came out pretty nice. We did weed whack up here, so that's pretty nice. Got a little bit right here that I missed, but that's okay. Now this trail ends up being around a full minute if you do the whole thing. And if you do a little bit less just after the jump, the big jump after the 2 berms, it comes out to be around 50. But you can also go faster, slower. This is another first feature that we built, me and Phil. Shout out to Phil. We also got another reference for that first jump, so that's 1. You go back. So that's about 9 feet.
Landing over here, and like here,
yep.
Recently we did that, and I landed back here on this end, so it was really good.
It's a good 9 feet. And then right here is where I dug out, so it came out a little bit flatter. That came out nice. But we also have some wedges in this rock so that it doesn't move. So that's pretty sturdy. Clean this up, as you saw today, just to make it a little bit easier to clear it. It was about 11 to 10 feet, but it was very hard when you started up there. You just weren't getting the speed for it, and if you were, you're really getting tired from it. So just to make it a little bit better and everything to flow a little bit easier, we made it just a smidge smaller. All right, ready to go up to the top?
It's very much like a get ready to roll into the trail kind of a feature. Especially
exactly.
This little drop right here really puts you in that pedal hard, go fast and move.
So thanks to Dan for bringing up this drop idea. I mean, it was already kind of a little bit there, you kind of could, but we put a log there, threw some dirt on it from the berm, and made it real nice. You can roll it or you can just jump it. I mean, you could go pretty insane too. We got this big berm that I actually did a little bit more. It was from here to here. You can see the little bit of discoloration, and he's gonna measure it, but I wanted to make it longer because the way the run-in was, it just needed that little bit. 2 1/4, so
It's 10,
it's about
12,
15,
13 feet, yeah.
14, 15 feet, around there.
And then if you stand at the top, it really doesn't do it justice on the camera. But when you're down here, you're up there.
I'm gonna move back. You can't even hear him because he's so far down. But yeah, that's a nice big berm. And if he runs up here, go to the other side. Then, as you come from over here, from the beginning, and come over this way, we have this, which is what I was talking about. We need to cut down a little bit. This would be kind of nice to get out to, but actually I could have with the Sawzall. I think we'll do that. I think we'll get that out. But the problem was, this piece right here, you get your chain ring caught. And you can't really go over here, you can't really go over here. You have to go dead center in order for you to actually get into there. And even then, you might even have to bring your back wheel up, pivot to the side, and then go down. And then we also have this little big feature here. This nice big root or tree limb that we left here, just to make it a little bit harder. So that's the end of the trail. How do you think it came out? Because you want to know what? You were the one that walked it with me,
Yeah.
and some things got changed.
Yeah, at first it was looking very kind of mellow, kind of just very single track kind of enduro. But after the recent changes that you did here with Phil and some of the other guys, this really is coming a long way. It makes it for a very kind of fast, fun trail without having to do a lot of dodging and weaving trees. So you guys did a really good job clearing this up and adding some features in here.
So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take the GoPro Hero 10, throw it on Raphael, and then we're gonna rip it.
Oh, hold on a sec.